that play at all.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they were sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the force. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance it up again. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other.
It's week 10 of the National Football League, and we'll have our eyes on Darnell Mooney. And with him, any catch could be a biggie. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Farr rolling to his left. And it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT. is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they've proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. Bulldozes past him. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Devin Bush, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Far. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Touchdown! Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. A long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Far. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for this series sweep here in Chicago. Off the play fake. Far. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Devin Bush, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devin Bush. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, far. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Far. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense and Justin Fields getting set for their next possession. He's got a touchdown pass in this first half, but he's also been intercepted twice. So he'll be looking to be a bit more careful with the ball here as they start on first down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where he goes, that's where you find his body.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Far.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Looking to throw. Far. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hawkinson,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that.
And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Fields on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny two-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Far. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Far. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Devin Bush. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll sit past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On first down, Fields. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
It's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
On the ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble. And this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown the opening drive. Now they turn over the football. This game, it can get away from them pretty quickly if their defense doesn't step up right here.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Always got some breathing room. Powering forward. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Far. He gets this one to Hubbard complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, far, and that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Bowman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Holding. Offense.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They run the counter. It's Bowman. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Fields. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, Farr. He finds his man, complete. That's McCarthy. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now at Soldier Field. 2nd and 2. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now a men open down the middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Far. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin Bush. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability
What up, my boy?
to see the quarterback throw the ball, understanding where the receiver is running his route.
Shit, playing this Madden game. And then I'll be down for whatever.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass.
I only got
Where you at in your game?
4th quarter. I'm playing the computer, though, so it ain't that bad. Yeah, I dotted his ass up, dude. Who we got here?
My favorite player of all time is T-Mac. I'm trying to make his build.
You gotta make his build?
Yeah. I mean, I probably get close. I'm just trying to find something that has his name in the archetype simulated.
They have a bunch of like did you go to the website?
No, that's what, I'm just trying to make one that's similar to him, not his exact build, just to where I get comparisons to him.
If you look at it, you can get the things like you can. If you go to the website, you don't have to do exactly that. You just have to do it within certain a certain attribute cap. Like they'll show you the cap that you have to get it. Like within, I think it's with like in 10, 12, something like that. Some attributes are like 5.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Bowman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking.
I thought about I like J.R. Smith too. I thought about making one of him just for the fun of it. But it's almost too late in the season to even just do it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I'm not even gonna try now. I just like to do something near.
Because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And quickly they get to the line. 3rd and 2, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Up the middle they go. It's Bowman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Oh, yeah.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 3rd down, Bowman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Here we go on 4th down. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the 1st down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. There have been a ton of sacks. They're just trying to prevent another. So what you're telling me is that the conventional way is not really working the buck. Not at all.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Yeah, I was playing them quick play tournaments.
Of what? 2K?
Mm-hmm. I won about 5 of them. I think I made like $35.
That's decent. What you been getting on? To do? What do you gotta be on to do that?